I'm going to whisper to him, don't be afraid to be rough.
He nods. The doors, you hear like a, you may enter, and it opens, and two Durgar guards open the doors for you. Resnac grabs you and shoves you in violently, sending you onto the floor, onto your knees, kind of like scattering. He's just like, come on, surface dwellers, move it!
Pick myself up.
He does so very convincingly. Like he almost like hits you on the back as well as he passes. Not enough to do damage, but a convincing staged theatrical kind of punch.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, the surface dwellers have recovered what you sent them to find at the enclave, and we've returned. She's excellent. I've been eagerly awaiting to find this. How was the enclave, my dear surface dwellers? What did Matron Kalex leave for me?
Her body, for one.
Yes, I would imagine so.
So we couldn't really speak to her. However, we did find her research notes, which we have here. They are very delicate. They've been there for centuries, so we have protected them in her spellbook.
At this point, are you sending Granamir off? Are you going to telepathically tell him? Okay. There's a moment passes, and then you basically hear a war horn, like a Durgar runner comes in, and he's like, Resnac, sir, your Majesty, and he like ducks his head. The Snurf Nibble and the Makenids, there's some sort of rebellion, they're attacking the palace. And Resnac turns around in his best impression. What? Men! Guards, 2 arms, protect the queen! And he points to 2 guards. He's like, you 2, stay with the queen. Stay with the surface dwellers. I'll fetch Fandral. We'll need his magic. Your Majesty, he turns round. She kind of glances at him curiously. It's like, very well, Resnac. Deal with this insurrection. You're more than capable.
I look panicked and look to everybody. It's like, it's happened. No. Removing these from the... No, it's happened.
What are you muttering about, surface dweller?
Oh.
At this point, Resnac starts pulling away. He kind of casts one last glance back to all of you, and then the stone doors begin shutting, and you can hear his voice. Fandral, where are you? I need your help.
There was a ward on the ruins that you know, that the Durgar couldn't enter.
Yes.
That also, it was a ward to prevent something from leaving.
What would this happen to do with a Snurf Niblin or Myconid insurrection? Give me a deception check.
19?
19.
I think it might have followed us back.
She kind of... You can't see her face, because I'm assuming at this point everybody's looking down. You hear her stand up and begin walking down. So at this point, you hear the queen basically approach you, and she's just like, give me the research notes, surface dweller.
Oh, I don't have them. Trell does.
She's like, drow, bring them forward. You feel a hand, a delicate hand, kind of just try and shove you out of the way, basically.
Yeah.
Trell holds them.
You can open them.
Okay.
Your Majesty.
So you give them to her. She takes the book.
Be very careful. They're very delicate.
She starts rifling through it, seemingly unaware of the mirror. And then you all notice as she turns the page that you know Juto's placed it on. A shriek. No! No! And you just watch as part of her hand begins to transform.
Hold her!
That's going to be initiative.
Oh, shit.
Cam Buckland.
Am I behind her now?
You are to the side of her, so you were kind of all in front of her as she
she's
started.
not looking at me, she's looking at the thing.
She looked down in the book. She has now dropped it in horror, and you can see her arm is beginning to turn to stone. No! No! What have you done?
I'm going to jump for the book.
Okay. It's on the floor. You just grab it up. You're just going to try and hold it out in front of you. Okay. She's no longer looking at it. She's like averting her gaze.
Like, blocking my vision, but pointing it at her head.
Okay. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to keep it
I'm going
pointed
to
there.
spend my entire action just
You pick it
forcing
up
on her.
and force it. And
Yeah.
she's like keeping her gaze away now, and she's just like, no, put it
I'm just gonna
down.
shout, pin her down, hold her, whatever you can do.
She points a finger towards you. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Cam.
18.
18.
21, sorry.
21. You're rolling well today. I suggest you destroy that mirror at once! And you're just like, "Ugh," you're like, nope, and you just resist the will to do so.
Nope. .avi.
Ah! She just like curses at you in horror. You watch as Cam does this. What do you like as you're doing that? Like, what do you say? Like, as you resist this suggestion spell, you're holding this book up.
I shout, fuck you.
Fuck you! She like her eyes open for a moment. They lock with you, and she's just like, no!
I'm blocking the book. I'm blocking my...
She turns to stone.
She's turned to stone.
Yep, she turns to stone.
Holy shit.
She failed the second save against her own effect, which instantly turns her to stone.